What's up? Wait for some people to get on here. This is the one we're finishing up tonight. Purple Heart, Maple, and a little bit of orange Padauk there, because this person's cutting board is a redhead. So I figured a little bit of orange would be a nice touch for her. And yeah. See if people get signed on. See if them notifications are working. Sharush, what up? Snap on Sam, what up? So we got Purple Heart tonight, Maple, and a little bit of thin strips of Padauk in the middle there, because this person's cutting board is a redhead. So I thought it would be a nice touch. What do you think about that, guys, huh? So we're going to finish her up tonight. Put some feet on her. And then I got to build another cutting board for this person. An exact replica of this one, just smaller. They want a smaller version of it too. Wow. Them notifications must not be working, man. We only got two. Hey, Sharush. Sharush. You ready? You ready? Watch this. Oh boy. What's that? What's that? That's nice. No. Definitely, there's no snap-on going anywhere. Hey, guys, watch this. Hold on. Hold on. Would you believe I got that for free? Crazy, right? I ended up finding it. I've been looking for it, They got that free, buy the battery, get the free miter saw deal. And I finally found one, even though their inventory said 0. I think somebody was trying to hide it, and I found it. So, I don't even know what I want to do with it. I know I was talking last night that I wanted a smaller miter saw with a finer tooth blade when I'm doing more delicate work. That's not really a small, that's a 10-inch. It is smaller than the one I got, but I was thinking more like 7 1/4. I don't know. I may be selling it. I don't know. I may flip it. We'll see. Your basement kind of looks like my wet dream. Well, I got a Hercules planer going up for sale. I can tell you that. And I can tell you right now, I playing this board with that DeWalt planer. There is no Skype. I always had a little bit of Skype with the Hercules one. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and rag on the Hercules one. It built hundreds of cutting boards for me. It did its job. It's just that we're growing, and I need something that's a little bit better, so I'm not taking a half hour to sand these boards. Now I can just start off with 120 grit, go up to 220 grit, and be done. Instead of starting off at 60 or 80, and then 120, and then 220, now I can just do this. There's no Skype whatsoever on this. None. None. It cut it so nice it was stupid. What up, what up, what up? Well, seeing how all the gang's here now. Thank God you are doing the live. Felt pressure when you asked if I wanted to go live. I have no cutting boards to finish. I didn't ask you if you wanted to go live. I was asking the group if y'all wanted me to go live to finish up a cutting board. Hey, Sayer, watch this. Now that everybody's in here, I gotta gloat a little bit. Hold on. That's my beautiful miter saw, right? Uh-oh, Sayer. I'm moving on up in the game. What's that, Sayer? And Steve Ott, and all the guys, Pizza Head. That thing is freaking beautiful, dude. I just planed this board with that brand new out of the box. And what do you think about that, Sayer? I got that for free. That was free. That's the 10-inch one, not the 7 1/4. I finally found the 10-inch one. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I don't know if I want to flip it. I don't know if I want to flip it or use it. I don't know if I'm going to use it that much. I'm going to be honest with you, the Bosch handles don't feel that great to me on their miter saws. Maybe this one's different, but on the Glide Doctor one, that handle feels pretty big and bulky, and I got big hands, so that's saying something. What up, Pine Tree? What up, Bill Clancy? All right, let me get my sanders. Let me get my, there you can see my hairline for the weirdos that were asking. There's my hairline, my messy hair. I don't even think these things work, because I swear to God, I still get in the shower after I'm done doing this stuff, and I still blow out sawdust everywhere. All right. All right. All righty then. Bosch is the common theme tonight. What do we got on here? We got 120 on here? Oh, we got 120 on there. Yes, we do. Bro, you know, I always thought the Hercules one was doing a pretty good job, my planer. That's until I put a cutting board through that DeWalt. It is night and day difference. Don't get me wrong, the Hercules did the job, but that DeWalt don't bog down like the Hercules does. That DeWalt doesn't Skype out your projects like the Hercules does. So, I'm kind of stoked. I'm kind of really, really stoked. There is one thing the Hercules does better than the DeWalt. Dust collection. That DeWalt one does not collect dust that well. The Hercules one was actually really, really good with the dust collection. So, it's about the only thing, but he treats them like princesses. What? How do I treat or seal my boards? It all depends. It depends who I'm doing it for. If it's a paying customer, I'll use Odie's or beeswax. If it's just me giving it to somebody, like a family member or friend, I'll use just the cutting board mineral oil. All right, let's get this show on the road. What kind of wood you work in? I don't know what that means. What type of wood do I work with? Maybe? All different kinds. Hardwoods. Purple Heart, Maple, Oak, Ash, Padauk, Wenge, the list goes on and on. Walnut. Boom, just like that, the sanding on that side's done because the planer was so much better. I didn't have to waste 20 minutes on that side getting that Skype out. It's just going to save me so much time, it's stupid. I think we're going to go with a 1/8 round over on this too. See how it looks. I really like the look of the 1/8 round over that we did last night. If I don't like it on this, then we'll go to a 1/4 inch round over. We're definitely finishing this with Odie's tonight. A little mineral oil, and then Odie's. If you're a troll and cause problems, bye-bye. Yeah, Steve Ott's the boss, so you mess with him, you're getting the boot. Ott Hole is the boss. He's in charge. I didn't kick out 19 people. Read what he said again. Marketplace for $200, Sayer. That's a $750 planer. Marketplace, $250. Guy used it once, put it back in the box, never used it again. He got sick, and that was one of the last things he had to sell out of his shop. He bought it right before he got sick, and yeah, it was just a dumb deal. I mean, the thing is flawless and like brand new. I know he said he kicked out 19 people, but he said he kicked out 19 people in Souls' stream. You got to read the whole thing. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said reread his comment. So there, we got Purple Heart, a tiny bit of Padauk in the middle, thin strips, and maple. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to look once we put that oil up on it. Let's get the edges here. that's why I got this sander out. I'm doing it with that sander, like a bonehead. Like a big old Yes, this is a skill sander. I don't care. It works okay. And I like having my different grits on here, so I don't gotta constantly be changing them out. What are you talking about, Bird? Bird 2398, I have no clue what you're talking about, dude. No clue. Okay. All right. Let's do some routering. We're going to go the 1/8 round over Let's see, what do we got over here? We got this bad boy right here. Right here, right now. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I'm gaslighting you. Too bad it's not Makita. You're on the wrong channel if you're wanting to talk about Makita there, Hoss. You're on the wrong channel, man. You're about to get tore up from the floor up from the community in the comments. That's all I'm gonna say. Maybe they should go get your purse to swing at it next time, go get a real man's tool. Women use Makita. I'm not even going to test it. Let me see. It should be good. It was good last night. This shouldn't be that much thicker. What do you guys think? Should we keep the 1/8 round over, or should we go with the 1/4 inch round over? He's cutting that board. I'm routing that cutting board. Yeah. 1/4 inch, really, Pine Tree? I tell you what, I did the 1/8 inch on the cutting board last night, and I liked how it was nice and clean. I liked how it was nice and, I don't know, I just liked it. 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. Everybody wants 1/4, huh? Let me see. All right. Let's do the 1/4. I hope I got this set right. It should be right. Well, we're about to find out. That's all I gotta say. Fucking... God damn it. God damn it. Well, there you have it. All that hard work just got fucked. It busted it out on the end. Almost done with it, too. I knew I should have went with the 8th. Damn it. It fucking blew it out. God damn it. You knew that was going to happen? No, you didn't. You're an idiot. Shut up. I've only done this 500 times live, and that's never happened once. So, yeah. Whatever you say there, pal. Nah, it's too big for glue and sawdust. I'm just going to have to cut it out. Fuck. I'm just going to have to cut it right there. And then cut a little bit more off on the other side. Fuck. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Let me go chop this off real quick. Alright, let's try this again. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Oh well. There's going to be nothing left but dust. Dude, who are you, bro? Just go somewhere. If you don't want to be here, don't be here. I'm here to hang out with my community, my supporters, talk with them for a little bit. We do it a lot. If you're just going to come in here and be a fucking asshole, you can fucking go. I got no patience for fucking simple-minded assholes like you who just want to come in and ruin it for everybody else. Get rid of them. I don't even want them here. Fuck them. Get rid of them. I got no patience for assholes that want to do nothing but just be assholes. Sorry I had to speak that way, guys, but people, man, they don't know when to chill, dude. I gave them 13 opportunities. Tell me, oh, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, yeah? Did it happen last night? No. Did it happen the other 10 times? No. Shit happens, and then you deal with it. There you go. There you go. Didn't blow out that time. No, I'm not easily offended, bro. But But you just keep coming and coming up with some bullshit, man. Just sit back with the rest of the guys and watch. And if you want to ask questions, fine. I'm all good with that, dude. But you're coming on here just being a douche. When Steve Voss got to tell you to chill, you know, these are some of the most chill people of all time. And when they got to tell you to chill, no, I think you should relax. I'm just matching your energy, okay? If you don't like the energy you give out, don't push it on people then. That's my thing. I give out the same respect that's given towards me. Now we can understand each other. If you would like, we can start over and forget this ever happened. I'm good with that. I don't hold grudges or none of that type of stuff. Just chill out, man. Just relax. Something happened. Oh well. We fixed it. Not that hard. Yeah, I know, right? Just relax. Some people are just fucking, you know, I'm sorry, guys, but some people are just, they don't get it, man. I'm not here so some wannabe expert is going to tell me I knew that was going to happen. Oh, yeah? Did you? Then why didn't you say it before it was going to happen? You douchebag. What? I wasn't routing the same way you route, and now all of a sudden you knew that was going to happen? No, bro. Shit happens. You're working with wood. All right. Now I got to sand off these edges right quick. Let me clean up all this routing cum and jizz. Yeah, rest in peace, Bird. Have a nice life, Bird. See, here's the thing. So many YouTubers are like, oh, just let them be, just ignore them, blah, blah, blah. Don't block them because that will be views and subscribers and likes that we won't get anymore and comments. Fuck that. I could care less, dude. You don't want to be here? You want to create a nuisance? Kick rocks. I'm not here to suck on people's asses and be treated like shit. I'm here to have fun with tools. I'm here to have fun with tools, hang out with my friends, and enjoy each other's company. Anybody that wants to disrupt that, they got no place here at Tool Squatch. None. I don't care if they gave me 100 super chats in a row. Don't care. Do not care. Oh, what did this true crime guy talk? Well, what did he say there? Let's see. I hope you sand your fingers off. Huh. There's some real winners out here tonight, huh? That's probably Bird underneath another name. Laugh out loud. At Free Bird. Awesome. I have a Milwaukee, but I might get the Flex. Yeah, the Flex is nice. I did tell you, I got all my routers set up different, with different bits and different plates on them. So I don't have to be constantly changing them out. Like this is an 1/8 inch. It's a 1/4. And I believe I got a Cove or a chamfer on my Metabo. Are you knocking, Christina? No, I was staring at the picture. Oh, Jesus. Thought somebody was knocking at the door. But yeah, I keep the different routers that way. I gotta constantly be changing blades and stuff. It's just so much easier, you know? Just so much easier just to pick it up and go. Especially when you gotta do 10 or 12 cutting boards in an hour. Josh, if you ever need another mod, I got you. You want to be a mod? Sure, Pine Tree. I didn't know you wanted to be one. Hold on. Add as moderator. Standard moderator. There you go. You're a mod, Pine Tree. Have fun. Now Pine Tree's the boss too. Multiple bosses. Sharouche, Pine Tree, Sayer. Just give me about 2 minutes, guys. Let me get these round over sanded, and then I'll catch up with all the comments and stuff. All right? Just give me a couple seconds, and I'll get caught up in a minute here, okay? Thank you, Pine Tree. Thank you. Little bit of burning over here. We gotta take care of. All right, now we got to hit it with the skill sander. And then that's another one. Put the feet and oil her up, guys. Let me see. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you for that. Thank you, Pine Tree. Fuels, he's not a small human being. No, I am 5 foot 19 inches, 320 pounds, guys. That's why his name is Squatch. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting some Plex gear. Honestly, just get tools from my uncle and free tools from my shop in automotive class. Bro, was that a mini can or did you just have massive paws? I have massive hands, guys. Massive hands. I could palm a basketball at the age of 10. I could dunk a basketball, I think, at the age of 14. 13, 14, that's when I spurted up. I was 6'5", 300 pounds my freshman year in high school. So, yeah, I was a pretty big guy. What's the runtime on them cordless sanders? Worth it? With a lot of pallet wood projects. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. I waste about. We've done all that sanding, and I'm still on a full 4 amp-hour battery here. This was used yesterday, and I didn't recharge it, and it didn't go down a bar yet. So I don't know. Maybe an hour or two? Don't like how that happened here. What up, Jimbo? What up, brother? What up, what up, what up? Just another day in the neighborhood. With the usual suspects. All right. My Bucky's hoodie takes a beating, but it keeps on ticking every day, baby. Better than I thought. Yep. The color is really nice. Looks kind of like a mixture of maple and pine. Nope, it is maple, purple heart, and Padauk. Maple, purple heart, and Padauk right here. All right, let me go get some water, and then we'll do our favorite part, guys. Little oil. Oh yeah, we gotta put the feet on too. That's right. We gotta put the feet on too. I gotta build, so tomorrow's cutting board, I gotta build this same exact scheme, but they want a smaller mini-me one to match it. They want matching cutting boards, but they want a smaller one. So, same person. So tonight I'll glue that up. And tomorrow we'll get that one all done up. I think we're going to use this side for the front side. What do you guys think, huh? Because it's got that nice darkening right here through the maple. I just like the way the grains look. You need one? Well, let me know, Steve. Got my email? Shoot me an email. Or shoot me something in Discord. Either way. We can do any type of wood you want, buddy. I'm just checking to see where I had to cut that piece off where it blew out. Just making sure it's good. Because I had to match it on this side too. Alright. We got to get the feet first. Let's get the feet. I think I only got one set of feet left. Oh no, I got two sets. I got two sets of feet left. I got two sets of feet. Two sets of feet. Hey, I got a dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar. Hey, 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 hey. He's got a dollar. She's got a dollar. We all got dollars. Hey, 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 hey. What? Christmas for my wife. Josh, I'd hold to order a cutting board. Charge him double just because. No, I would not charge him. Yeah, Steve, we can do whatever you want. What type of woods were you thinking? What type of woods? All right, send the bill to Sayer. Sounds good. Sayer kind of owes me a CMT blade. Just saying. I had to physically go and get my own CMT blade. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. All right. What do you guys think? That one, that side, the front side? I mean, both of them are kind of really nice. There really isn't a bad side. Sometimes you get a bad side where you just don't really like it, and that's the bottom. These sides are both. So should we keep it with the darkening coloring going through there, through the green? Or do we keep this side? We'll call this side 1 with the darker green. We'll call this side 2. Walnut. You want it all walnut? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Do you want it end grain, or you just want it like something like this, something normal? End grain costs a little bit more money because they're a little bit more of a pain in the ass, especially when you don't got a CNC or a router sled. You run the risk of it blowing out bad in the planer, and it's happened to me twice. So they can be a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but end grain really looks nice. Just like this, all walnut, just like this. Okay. So we all want side number 1. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I could do some end grain and some face grain. Here, I'll show you what that looks like, Steve. Hold on. I've been doing this a lot lately, and people have been digging it. So the middle here is end grain, and then the outsides, these 3 pieces of wood, are face grain, like Sayer said. And people have really liked this. So you want to do that? You want to do that, Steve Ott? Do the middle like end grain and then do the outsides face grain? All right. I'll wood. Wood. That was my mother. Okay. That's what you want? All right. So all walnut though, right? You don't want maple or cherry mixed in there. You just want all walnut? Yeah, just message me, brother. We'll talk about it. All right. Let's see here. Let's get our little feets, our little foots. Little foots. I may have to go get some more walnut. I've been doing a lot of walnut. People have been really wanting walnut lately. Walnut and Purple Heart has been hot in the shop this last week. I've done, everything has been walnut or Purple Heart, and Purple Heart's amazing. I mean, it just looks awesome. I mean, it's so damn expensive though, and it's kind of a pain in the ass to work with. It likes to tear out and do goofy stuff. Tell you what, these bench cookies are pissing me off. I think their sticky is wearing off a little bit. Now what? Now what? Why are these weirdos just coming in here? Just straight weirdos tonight, man. Straight freaking weirdos, bro. I don't understand why people gotta be jerks. You know what I mean? Like, why can't you just chill, enjoy the live stream, enjoy people's company, have a conversation, and just be cordial? And I feel bad for my guys who generally want to be here, because they got to hear me rant and rave the whole time. I don't want it. Just a bunch of weirdos tonight. Steve Ott's working overtime tonight. Steve Ott and the mods are working overtime tonight. I know, Jimmy. Like, if I'm normal, golly, that's saying something, because I know I'm not normal. But man, oh man, these people, they sure do know how to just be fucking assholes. For no reason other than just to be assholes. Okay, 1 foot's in. Do you want feet on it, Steve Ott? You want little rubber feet on it? Some people don't want them on it. Some people don't want the rubber feet. So I would say yes on the rubber feet, because then when you're using it, it doesn't move around on you. You know what I mean? You don't got to put a towel under it or nothing like that. The rubber feet, it just stays right there on your counter while you're chopping on it. It does not move. Yeah. Feet are nice. But some people don't want them. Some people just don't want them. They say it ruins how beautiful it is. What my theory is, it's on the bottom. So I don't know how it ruins it. All right, we got our feet in. Let's see. She's a flat. There's no wobble. She's good to go. The wobble test, she's not wobbling anywhere. She's good to go. She's nice and flat. That DeWalt planer did a hell of a job, I'll tell you that much. All right, let's see here. First, we'll start with a little cutting board oil. And it will absorb into it within probably 5 minutes. Once it absorbs, we'll put a little Odie's wood butter on there to give it that extra protection for this customer. By the way, this customer, her name is Michelle Sterner. She is a United States Bowling Congress Hall of Famer, woman bowler. She's won a bunch of big-time titles. She's from my hometown in Niagara Falls, New York. And this is for her. I've known her for years. I've bowled against her for years. And she is a pistol out on the lanes, I'll tell you that much. She is a pistol. She is your quote-unquote redhead, okay? She is a redhead. That's why we got the orange Padauk in there a little bit. She is a redhead. She is fiery. She is feisty. And she never gives up. One of the great bowlers from our area. Maybe one day I'll be in the Hall of Fame. You never know, right? Maybe one day I'll be in the Hall of Fame. That would be a huge honor. Maybe if we can figure out how to win that stupid tournament, that Nationals tournament, maybe I would go in the Hall of Fame. We're only in the top 10 every year out of 12,000 teams every year. Somehow we can't figure out how to win this stupid thing. We've been close. Like 3 years in a freaking row, man. All right. What do you think about that, guys? How does she look? How does she look? I will say working with pallet wood, making custom tables is a ton of work. Yeah, because that pallet wood is junk. That's why it's pallet wood, you know. It's not easy to work with. I tell you what, guys, I wish you could see what I'm seeing right now. I wish you could see what I am seeing right now. Because the camera doesn't even do this justice. The camera does not do this any justice of how awesome this looks. It's very simple. It's very clean. You can't even, on the camera, you can't even really tell about that, but that's how I wanted it. I just wanted that hint of orange in there because she is a redhead and she's a proud redhead. I just wanted that hint of orange in there that was kind of disguised, that if you didn't really look at it hard, you wouldn't notice it. But it's there for her to know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I engrave up here USBC Hall of Famer for her? I don't know if I want to do that, though. She may not want that in there. Maybe I'll ask her. Oh, Christina's here? Hi, Juan. Christina's here? I don't see Christina, guys. Oh, Juan was saying happy birthday to Christina. Okay. Thank you, Juan. Thank you. I thought maybe Christina popped in. She's up. While I'm down here doing cutting board art, she's upstairs painting pictures and doing lifestyle portraits for people's dogs. She has a whole Facebook page called Christina Marie Portraits, and she does it all with pencils. And she takes a picture of your dog and she puts it down on paper and makes it look real. And if you guys want to go hop over on Facebook to Christina Marie Portraits and go check out some of her stuff. She does an awesome job. She does an awesome job. We've made up our mind this upcoming summer. We're going to hit all the trade shows with her art and my woodworking stuff. And we're going to make a go of this and so I'm trying to build up some stock here with cutting boards. I'm going to start doing epoxy and live edge wood cutting boards, like river cutting boards. I'm going to do NFL themed cutting boards. Yeah, you heard me. I'm going to start doing NFL themed cutting boards. Whatever football team you want, I will laser engrave it in the middle, and then I will backfill it with epoxy and then sand over it, and boom. We'll do Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, New York Giants, whatever your little heart desires. So a lot of that stuff's coming down the pike here, guys. That's why I went and got some better equipment today. Because if I'm going to be pumping these out 10, 12 a day, I need good equipment. I ain't to see here so I can sing her happy birthday. She was in Souls' live, guys. She popped in the Souls' live for a little bit. Yeah, but Josh, all walnut in that pattern from earlier. Let me know how much you want. All right, I'll get started on it. I think I gotta go buy a little bit more. I may not have enough walnut on hand because I've been doing nothing but walnut cutting boards. So I gotta run to the wood store tomorrow. I'll pick up more walnut, but it's gotta sit for 24 hours at least in the shop before you can use it. You want it to get accustomed to the humidities in its surrounding environments. Otherwise, you'll be done with it, and the damn thing will be so warped it won't sit flat. So yeah, I'll text you. I'll shoot you an email or something, or I'll just text you. You gave me your phone number. I'll just text you, and we'll go with price. Probably like $100, Steve. Probably like $100. I just gotta crunch some numbers, see how much the wood's gonna cost and stuff like that. Do you want it in? Here's the thing though, with all walnut, when you laser engrave it, it's going to be hard to see unless I backfill it with like white epoxy. Do you want anything engraved in it? Well, we got 70 people watching. Whoever gave me rupees, thank you. I didn't see it while I was sanding and stuff. Thank you very much. 34 likes. I'm loving this, guys. I look like Bob the Builder. I don't even know who Bob the Builder is. I don't have kids. I know of it. It's like a cartoon, but I've never watched it. Steven wants to pay you $30. Oh, the wood costs $30. Like the amount of wood I got to use probably costs $30. He is getting kind of a deal. I'm charging my good friend in bowling for this one. She's paying $150 for this, and then another $50 for the small cutting board. So she's paying $200 for these. I'm waiting for the wood to absorb this oil a little bit more. Well, we got 92 people watching. That's awesome, guys. Please double tap the screen. Give it a couple more minutes for it to absorb that original mineral oil, and then we'll put some OD's wood butter on it. This stuff is so expensive. This stuff here is like $80 a jar. $80 a jar right here. So this stuff ain't cheap. So, and this just isn't for me. If you're going to any woodworker and you feel like the price is sky high for something, there's a reason for it. Stuff is not cheap. Tools are not cheap. You are paying to use that person's tools. That planer over there is a $750 planer. My table saw is a $700 table saw. My miter saw is a $700 miter saw. So you're paying for the tools. You're paying for this right here is $80 a jar. The wood itself, it probably cost me 30 some odd dollars just in wood to make a cutting board. So, and then you add in time. There's a reason why handmade stuff is a little bit more expensive because one, it's made with passion and love. That's number one. It's not some mass-produced thing. You know what I mean? Each individual piece is different from the next. And, yeah, I'm just rambling on and on here. But you guys get what I'm saying. Handmade stuff, it's going to last. This cutting board's going to last. And so much so, I will stand behind my work. If anything happens to these cutting boards, barring that you took care of it, barring that you oiled it every few months, and you didn't let it dry out and warp, and all that type of stuff, if anything ever happens to it, I will remake you another one. Like if you drop it and it all falls apart, which won't happen. It won't happen. But if it ever did, I would stand behind my work and make you another one. Yeah, Bill Clancy. Yeah, it's unique. I could make the same exact pattern, Bill, with same exact woods, but it would look different. You know what I mean? So every piece is its own unique piece of art. You know what I mean? What did Jimmy say? All right, see you later, Steve. Thanks, brother. Sarah wants to pay you 100-year-old birth certificate. Oh, shit. You gluing up the small one tonight? No, I'm not. It's Christina's birthday, so I'm going to go watch a movie here in a little bit and just chill out for tonight. I made up some chicken and hot sausage cacciatore. That's one of her favorites. We're just going to chill out, eat, watch a movie, and just be old people. I'll probably end up gluing up the small one early tomorrow morning. I got an interview at Midas tomorrow morning, so I'll probably do it before my interview tomorrow. But honestly, if they give me the job, I don't even know if I want it. I don't even know if I want it, guys. All right, let's put some of this board butter on. This came out so nice. It's just a nice, clean look. You know, it's not like last night, there was a bunch of different colors happening and stuff. This is the complete opposite. This is just clean, just clean. You know, that's how I describe it. Clean cut. I did read your comments. What? Movie called Crazy Puerto Rican Eating Curries. Oh, God. I like them all, Jimmy. You know, they all have their place in my heart. They really do. And I like them all. Last night's was awesome. That may have been my favorite one yet, was last night's. That was another end grain and face grain collab. All right, so this stuff is like a wax, okay? It's like, think of it as like a car wax when you're waxing a car. It's thick. It smells amazing. And it gives the wood serious protection from just nasty stuff growing in it, like mildew, and just, you know, and it's all food safe. Can also use beeswax. I use beeswax a lot. Like if I run out of that mineral cutting board oil stuff, I'll pick up my beeswax bottle and use that. That's got like an orange citrus. It's beeswax and orange citrus. Both things help protect the wood. So then you let this like sheen over, just like wax. You give it a few minutes, you let it sheen over, then you buff it off with a clean cloth. And it just gives this, it's not a shiny finish, it's more like a matte sheen. It just looks awesome. The camera really doesn't do it any justice. You got to really see this stuff in person once it's cured and it's set up. Okay, let's flip her over. Last night was amazing. It looked like it had carrot on it. Yeah, that's the orange Padauk wood. That's probably one of my favorite woods is the Padauk. That Purple Heart. I like walnut a lot. I like maple. I like them all. I really like canary wood. Canary wood, whew, it looks amazing once you're done finishing it all off. It's just got these oranges and reds and yellows just shooting through it everywhere. I made my best friend, Brad Angelo's wife, a canary board, cutting board, because red is like her favorite color. Like, she'll dye her hair red. Not like dye it red, but she'll have like red highlights in her hair. And it's one of her favorite colors. And she loves, hand made cutting boards. She's like kind of like a fanatic of it. And she said it's her favorite cutting board of all time. So if she told me that's her favorite cutting board of all time, I feel honored, because she has a ton of handmade cutting boards. She like collects them. That's like her thing, She goes to like different flea markets and stuff looking for them. Do you like to look better with or without the board butter? I like it better with the board butter. And I like it because I know that board butter is going to protect the wood very, very good. The mineral oil and the beeswax protects it as well, but with the board butter on there, you won't have to be putting a coat of oil on it every month or two. You could maybe do it once a year. You know what I mean? Because this board butter really kind of blocks out water and just all the stuff you're going to be using on it, like food, anything that can dehydrate the wood. The board butter really blocks that stuff out. All right, let's get the edges here. All right, there she be. All right. What do you guys think? I think it came out phenomenal again. Phenomenal. Somebody asked about an oscillating tool. If somebody asked about an oscillating tool, then yes. Yep, this is the newest one there, LFL. This is going out to a customer. We gotta make her, she wants a smaller one just like it. Same exact design and everything, just smaller so that it matches it. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Ted. I love it too. I really do. Do you guys like these lives, these cutting board lives? Do you like them? I like them. I like sitting here and talking to you guys while I finish a cutting board. It gets two birds done in one stone, kills two birds in one stone. I get to go live and talk to you guys, and I get to finish up my cutting board. Well, I know I look like shit, so. Yeah, you like this, Pine Tree? I like the thin lines on the board. Yeah, me too. I think the thin lines separate the wood nicely. And you can't see it on the camera, but that thin line there is Padauk. It's like an orange wood. And I put it there because I wanted it hidden, because she's a redhead and she's proud to be a redhead. So I wanted it very subtle to where if you weren't really looking hard, you wouldn't notice it, but she'll know it's there. And I think she's going to love that touch. So thanks, Kansas. Thanks, buddy. I got your email, but I got it 5 minutes before I went live. So I'll answer you once I get off of here. Cutting board is much better than a whiteboard. Oh, boy. I love Tactics to death. I love that guy. He's helped out my channel and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I agree. The whiteboard and the code book can be a little much at times. If I need to fall asleep, I'll turn on Tactics on Tools with Tactics live while he's drawing stuff up on a whiteboard. Because nothing against electricians or nothing. I'm just not interested in electrical. Never have been. Christina's dad was a master electrician for the IBEW. He ran all the lines in PNC Park in Pittsburgh and various other stadiums. He used to do mega huge jobs like that. And them two would talk about electrical all the time, and I would sit there and fall asleep. Like, I just got no interest in electrical whatsoever. And she sits flat. No warping, no nothing. You want to know why it's not warped? Because I let my wood sit for a couple of days in its environment before I start milling it and all that type of stuff. It's an important part. You just can't buy the wood, bring it home, slice it and dice it and glue it up. You're risking it warping a week or two down the road. After you get it all done and it sits flat then, but then a couple of days later you go to frickin' chop on it and it's doing the wobble, 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 wobble because it warped. Because now it's getting used to the humidity in its environment and all that type of stuff. Yeah, exactly, Kansas. Let it dry. Yep, exactly. Let it dry out. Well, one, it would be hard for you to make fun of people because we can't understand what you're saying anyways. So, do I gotta go get my learning? I've learned nothing from one shirt. I don't even know where it's at. It must be hidden in my closet or something. Oh, Kansas. Yo, Kansas. Now that you're here, watch this, Kansas. Look at that bad boy, Kansas. Yeah, Aladdin. Yeah, Christina loves Buc-ee's every time we go down south. When I'm bowling or whatever, we always stop at Buc-ee's. Yeah, hot damn, baby. I tell you what, Kansas. Oh yeah, Kansas. Look at that. I got that for free today. That's the 10-inch. I found a 10-inch at a Lowe's, and it wasn't even in their inventory. Their inventory said 0. And the manager's all like, how is this even possible? And I'm like, you know how it's possible. One of you guys took it out of inventory because y'all wanted it. And I found it before you guys could cash it out. So guess what? Go fetch that and go get my battery pack and boom. We were just talking about getting a smaller miter saw with like a more tooth CMT blade on it. Keep your basement locked tonight. I might head that way. You got a long drive, brother. I joined late and didn't get to see you use the new planer. Well, I didn't use the planer live. I did all the planing before I went live, but I don't know. I think maybe we could run something through there, huh? You guys want to see something run through there? Yeah. Yeah, he's got an 18-hour drive. I'll see you in 3 days, Kansas. And by the way, if you do make it here, I'm just saying this for everybody. If you do make it here, and let's say you do make it inside the house, one, you got to get past 2 160-pound Great Danes that they know who's supposed to be in the house and who's not. Okay? Then you got to deal with my crazy wife and how she likes knives. And then if you get past all of that, you're going to be bloodied and battered a little bit while you're loading up my tools in your car, bloodied and battered, ready to go to the hospital. Then you got to deal with me, and I'll just finish you off. I'm not saying that to Kansas. I'm just saying if anybody thinks that they're going to get froggy, just know you don't want to get froggy on this guy. I gotta head out. The elf on the shelf setup. Have a good night. See you, Kansas, brother. Thanks, dude. They're gonna let you pass? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And then if you're discounting my cats as well. Like, listen to this. My cat, Sphinxy Cat, He doesn't come around no strangers. When there's like a stranger in the house that he knows is supposed to be in the house, he won't come around. But the other night, we had a friend over. Not the other night, it's about a couple of months ago. We had a friend over, and I was playing with Christina, like just tapping her, and she was going, ow, ow. You know what I mean? We're just goofing around, right? Dude, Sphinx thought I was beating up Christina, dude, and he snuck up behind me, jumped up, and whacked me, clawed me right in the back of the head, bro. And then he kept whacking me in the shin until I stepped away from Christina. And that cat literally only lets me pick him up. Like, he only trusts me. He doesn't trust Christina. He was a feral cat. I am his guy, right? I'm his guy. But he thought I was hurting Mom, and he let me have it. And you want to know what? I was not mad at him. I was not mad at him because, damn it, if something ever happened and I wasn't here, I want my animals to do that. Yeah. Can't do that with the kitty cats, though. What you miss, Caleb? Just another cutting board. Yo, Caleb's got a subscriber on his channel. I'm just gonna put this. See how Caleb's here right now, and we all love Caleb, right? Caleb's one of my dudes, man. Like, I watch all of his videos, but I cannot comment on any of Caleb's videos because the second I comment on Caleb's videos, there's this guy called Matthew Australia who proceeds to attack me. Then he attacks Souls. And then he just bashes me left and right to the point to where I don't even want to fucking be anywhere near this guy. Now this douchebag is going to other YouTubers and in videos that have nothing to do with me, posting comments in the comment section about how horrible of a person I am, how much of I forgot what he called me, but that I'm a fake and a phony. You know, to make a long story short, there's something wrong with that dude, Caleb. I don't know. He's in love with you, though, man. You better watch out. He may be showing up to your house one day. He's one of them crazy people on the internet. Yeah, this guy is obsessed with you for some reason. Yeah, I don't get it. Because I was joking with him. He made a goofy... He made like 25 comments on one video, and I like ignored it. I ignored it because I didn't want to get into him back and forth with anybody. I ignore a lot of stuff. You guys see me post comments and stuff like that, but I ignore 95% of it. While I was ignoring his comments, he wouldn't stop though. So finally I made him dumb comment of the day. Remember when we used to do dumb comment of the day? And I made him dumb comment of the day, bro. It set him on a warpath. So a couple of weeks after that, I'm in one of Caleb's videos and he's talking shit about me again. And I generally apologized to him. I said, listen, man, I wasn't trying to offend you. It's just something that we do on the channel when people say stupid stuff. Like, I've gotten a lot of I said, people were literally saying stupid stuff just so they could be dumb comment of the day. I don't know why you're taking it so hard, but I'm sorry if I offended you. And we can just start fresh and clean right here, bro. Nah, dude. Ever since then, dude, he's been on a warpath. Warpath. And it sucks because I want to comment on Caleb's stuff. I want to fucking be a part of Caleb's channel. But I don't want to deal with that fucking dude's bullshit. He does have mental problems. I've been trying to keep the address secret lately, yeah. You know, I put in Niagara Falls, New York. You know what I mean? But I think about that too. I'm all like, should I even put where I'm from on these things? Because there are some fucking Looney Tunes, you know? I know, Caleb. Nah, you do you, Caleb. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, why is this guy gotta bother with me, man? Just leave me alone, man. I'm commenting on a friend's channel. I'm trying to help out a friend here by liking and commenting and all that type of stuff. And I'm just over it. You know what I mean? You know, I don't want you to block somebody. You know, he comments like 800 times on your videos. You need that too. You need people to comment on your stuff, Caleb. So you do you. I'm not saying for you to block them. I don't want you to block them. If that's what you want to do, obviously go ahead, but don't do it because of me. I know there are. Never post personal stuff online. Yeah, I don't post personal. I don't post my address. It's just when it says your location when you post a video, I just put Niagara Falls, New York, or whatever, Buffalo, New York. You know what I mean? Have you used the rigid oscillate multi-tool? I'm telling you, the rigid oscillate multi-tool LFL is the best oscillate multi-tool on the market. Not for money, not for any of that type of stuff. It is the best oscillate multi-tool in the market. And oh yeah, it doesn't break the bank. It's $99 bare tool. Like you said, though, he loves to sing praises to me and talk shit and talk you in one sentence for no reason. The video will be completely different from whatever he brings up to. I know. Like, you'll be talking about a DeWalt drill, and he's a huge DeWalt fanboy, guys. Like, if you don't like something on a DeWalt tool, he will write a paragraph. He will literally copy and paste what DeWalt has on their website and then use that as his comment. And then sit there and tell you that you're wrong, and blah, 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 blah. It all started because I didn't like the DCD 806. And I felt the DCD 805 was the much better drill at a cheaper price. And that's all I was referring to. And this guy started fucking going off on me, bro. Like I just told his mother to suck my you-know-what. I don't know, you guys want to see the new planer real quick? Let me go get a piece of wood. Hold on. So that's like, I don't know, that's about 7/8 of an inch. Let me see. Usually got to get it down to 3/4. It's like, it's 13/16. Solid oak. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's get you guys set up over here. Get some light. This thing, guys, do you guys remember when I used to use my Hercules planer that it used to bog a little bit? You know, it still did the job, but it used to bog. This thing, no bog. I will say, though, the Hercules planer was much better on dust collection. Much better on dust. This thing is not that great on dust collection, guys. That's the only flaw on this thing. But I tell you what, everything else is freaking amazing, dude. You don't got to lock this one in. It automatically stays because it's got this gear-driven system here. I like the depth gauge much better on this one. The one on the Hercules wasn't worth a damn. Sorry, guys. I had it all the way up because I was looking at it to see what it does. All right, here we go. Turn this on. having issues. I don't know why I'm having issues. I don't know what's going on, guys. Ah, I didn't have it all the way over. That's my bad. All right, here we go. That's my bad. I didn't have it all the way over. No Skype on that. It is so smooth and so clean. Now, let me bring you around over here, guys. So, this was not all the way over. That's why I wasn't feeding. But it's just so much smoother. And you don't even know what you're talking about, Christina, okay? You know what you're talking about. You think I paid all this money for that tool, and I did not. So, yeah. Facebook Marketplace is a wonderful thing. So, don't worry. I didn't spend any money on that tool. Not like you think. Like, very minimal. Like, you have no clue how minimal. And it does a hell of a lot better job. It literally cut down my sanding time in half. Literally. Cut down my sanding time in half. I just told you it came from Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, I'm trying to do a stream. We can fight about this later. I don't have the money to be spending on brand new tools. That's a used tool, okay? And I'm selling my Hercules planer, so it washed out. See that? Sell the Hercules planer, find a better planer, and it washes out. So I essentially spent $0 on it. It's very nice. Yeah, see, Caleb knows. Caleb knows. Anyways, the reason why it wasn't feeding through is because that planer, you can switch it over to do 96 cuts per whatever minute or however they figure, or 180 cuts. So the 180 cuts is a much finer cut, like for finish work, and the 96 cuts is just to get stock out of the way until you get down to your finished cut there. And got a free miter saw. I know, Ted. It's just stupid. It is just fucking stupid, the deals out there, guys. People are... It's just... They're out there, guys. The deals are out there. I've proven that they are out there. You just got to go find them. Like, there are glitches in Lowe's and Home Depot systems. And when you find them, it's like you're getting tools at 85... that table saw was 85% off my flex table saw, which is probably the highlight of my wood shop. And as you guys see, I got some pretty nice tools. Oh, he's not saving me. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. The Hercules planer is going bye-bye on Tuesday. I'm meeting the guy on Tuesday. He's picking it up. And I used that money. He already sent it to me on Venmo and everything. He already put down a deposit and everything. Just like when I sold the freaking Milwaukee table saw when I got the Flex one. So that's how you do it. You build, you take the tools you already spent the money on, right? And you use that, you sell that so that you can get the better version, and then you end up paying no money. I'm very good at this type of thing, guys. Like, it's become a thing of mine. Oh, now I'm making you Alfredo tomorrow? Yeah, I know it wasn't bad before, but you know, I bought that Hercules planer because I wanted to start getting involved in woodworking, but I didn't want to drop a lot of money on something like a DeWalt. Okay. I just wanted to get started. And they had their parking lot sale. And that planer, I believe, was like $400. And they had it marked down to like $170. And I said, well, that's just a great price. So I bought it. But I have noticed, now that I've been doing a lot more cutting boards here lately, like I've been doing cutting boards all night long, every day, that it bogs down a little bit. It leaves Skype, and that planer left no Skype. I will say though, I'm kind of pissed that DeWalt doesn't have a table for your stock to sit on once it comes out the other side. You almost got to catch it, otherwise it's going to fall on the floor. So there's a couple of features on the Hercules that are better than the DeWalt. The dust collection is better on the Hercules, much better. Like hardly any of the planing chips ended up on my floor. I will say that the DeWalt, not the best dust collector when you're just ripping cutting boards through. And it doesn't have the infeed and the outfeed tables that fold up. You know what I mean? Which I don't know if can you even buy tables for that thing, or maybe the guy just didn't give them to me. I don't know. Maybe the guy just didn't give them to me. Is there any mods here, like a managing mod? No, I took all the managing mods off because managing mods can't comment on my shorts. Yeah, guys, back in another life, I used to be a chef. I went to school for it. I know my way around the kitchen. I used to run restaurants when I was younger. So yeah, I hate it though. I hated it. I used to love it, but that business kind of drained my passion for it a little bit. Yeah, that's what I noticed. I noticed like the blades, there was like these little thin lines. I think the blades were starting to go on it too. And instead of spending $150 on brand new blades for it, I just sold it and ended up using that money to buy the DeWalt. What's my favorite top 3 foods? Well, my own person, I love beef on whack. I love a good steak cooked right. I do love fettuccine Alfredo. There's a few. I tell you what I don't like: pizza, chicken wings, and yes, I'm from Buffalo, New York. When you've had to cook that stuff for 25 plus years and you ate it every day for 10 years, you begin to get sick of it. Well, I got sick of it. I got to be really in the mood. Maybe once a year I say, let's get chicken wings. Maybe once a year. And when we get pizza, it's just because we're starving and I don't want to cook, or she doesn't want to cook, and it's just like a just order out type of a thing. I bet you do, cheeseburger. I bet you do like cheeseburgers. Oh yeah, I really love a good rack of lamb with the mint jelly. I also really like it when it's paired with a good horseradish mashed potato. That's some of my favorite ones. I like a good prime rib. I mean a good prime rib. I am a huge barbecue aficionado. I cannot eat barbecue in New York State no more because everywhere sucks compared to the places I've been all over the country. Peg Leg Porkers in Nashville, Tennessee has by far the best. Sugar Fire in St. Louis, Missouri, close second. There was a place in Kansas City we ate at that was fire. It was more of a smoky barbecue though. Fire. And then I come back here and I eat the barbecue here and I'm like, this isn't barbecue. This is shit. This is boiled meat with barbecue sauce, in my opinion. No, I don't like salad. That's rabbit food. I'll have a salad if they offer it with the meal, and I'll maybe eat half of it. Yeah, brisket around here is awful. Have I used the 10-inch skill table saw by any chance? No, I haven't, but I used to have the 10-inch skill miter saw. I gave it to a kid who is a subscriber on the channel, and he lives in my hometown, and he's a young, up-and-coming tradesman. He's 14 years old. His name's Pat. He has a YouTube channel called Pat's Crawler Garage, where he works on these little mini cars and stuff. When I was using it, I liked that saw. It worked good. It worked good. But one day, I was cutting through a 4x4 with it, and springs went flying, and the blade guard came loose, and then it got stuck, and whatever. Well, I called Skill, and they sent me a new one. They replaced that one. But ever since then, I was kind of a little hesitant, like, well, geez, what's going to happen? What happened if that blade guard would have came off while it was coming down? You know what I mean? Through the stock. So I let it sit in the new one in the box. I let it sit back there. I gave the old one to Pat. Pat fixed the old one, and he still uses the old one. But I sold the new one last week for a couple $100, and the guy says he loves it. So, you know, that's the thing though. How long will they last? If you're just running a few 2x4s through it, small stuff, yeah, they'll work. But man, if you're beating that thing down every day, day in, day out, how long is that going to last? Because I'll tell you what, I don't beat my stuff down, and that Skill kind of blew up on me. But I will say, Skill took care of it. They sent me a new one, and I used the money from the sale of that, and I bought my DeWalt Flex Volt miter saw, and I've been in love with that thing ever since. Yeah, Ted, Peg Leg Porkers in Nashville, Tennessee. It will be the best barbecue you will ever have in your life. And trust me, I've been across this country. I have bowled across this country from one coast to the other. 36-hour drives. I'm telling you right now, the best barbecue I've ever had. Peg Leg Porkers, Nashville, Tennessee. I will tell you some of the worst barbecue I ever had came in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. What was that place called, babe? What was that horrible barbecue joint we stopped at in Baton Rouge? Because I'm like, oh, we're in the South? Ooh, maybe we'll get some good Baton Rouge barbecue here, right? It was god-awful. It was like they boiled the ribs. It was just not good. That's good. That's good. It's odd and it's yours. Ours. Sorry. You think Sugar Fire's better? No way. I like a good, don't get me wrong, every time I'm in St. Louis, I got to stop at Sugar Fire. But Peg Leg Pork, it's different. Peg Leg Porkers is different how they do theirs. It's just different, and that's the best way I can describe it. And until you eat it, you will not know what I'm talking about. Yes, Peg Leg Porkers in Nashville, Tennessee. It's about 2 or 3 blocks off of the Strip in Broadway. So if you're on Broadway on the big strip, you go about 2 or 3 blocks north, and you'll be at Peg Leg Porkers. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. What's the other place in Nashville, babe, that we ate at? What was that place called? That place was pretty good too, because Peg Leg Porkers, they close on Sundays, and we were only in town for that Sunday, so we had to find another spot, and that ended up being pretty good too. It wasn't like Peg Leg Porkers, but it was still pretty damn good. You live in Nashville, Tractor Man? Yeah, TN, I guess so, Tennessee, right? You know what Peg Leg Porkers is then, right? Awesome place. Yeah, Martin's in Nashville, Tennessee is also another very, very good one. So you can eat one day at Peg Legs, next day at Martin's. Martin's is definitely different than Peg Legs. It's got more of a spicy pattern to their food. They definitely kick up the spice a little bit, so your nose runs a little bit when you eat it, but man, it's good. It's so good. I'm not that, I don't like that type of food, LFL. Thai food, Chinese food, like that Asian type food. I'm not a rice eater. I guess I could eat sweet and sour chicken once in a while, but that's about as far as it goes for that type of food. Maybe some General Tso's chicken or something like that. I went to Western Kentucky University, about 7 minutes on North I-65, but that was long ago. I'm in Concord, North Carolina. Several varieties of barbecue in North Carolina. You lived here, so you know that. I never lived in North Carolina. My brother lives in Asheville, North Carolina, or what used to be Asheville, North Carolina. And they do got good barbecue there. Whenever I'm down there passing there, I'll stop at a place. I can't remember the names of the places. It's not the best I ever had, but I tell you what, it's way better than anything you can get around here. There was this really nice, I was leaving my brother's house, and we were going through Tennessee when I left, and we were going through right where Bristol's at, Bristol Motor Speedway. And I said, I want to stop and see the racetrack while I'm here. So I pulled up to Bristol Motor Speedway, and there was these food trucks all in the parking lot, and one of them was a barbecue joint. And I tell you what, I went back 3 times to get more. I just kept ordering different stuff, man. It was awesome. So if them food trucks are still sitting in the parking lot of Bristol, go hit them up, because those were pretty good too. All right, guys, I gotta go. I will see all y'all later. And yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you can become a member of this channel for 99 cents. We're going to be doing big giveaways. And if you're a member, once we hit 10K subscribers, we're going to be doing this massive giveaway with some really nice tools. If you are a member of the channel, you will have an advantage to win those tools. Just letting you know. You will have an advantage. You will get more tickets in each raffle if you are a member of this channel. It's a token of my appreciation to you. All right, guys? All right. I love you all. Talk to y'all later. Until tomorrow, we'll do the next one tomorrow, guys.